Philip Kindred's luck streak is continuing, as he's found yet another unique structure among the barren landscape, the elegant Fairgrounds. And while it seems like a trap, we have to hope that with the skills that Philip has, he'll be able to navigate them. And perhaps that will be best to do while it's not so bright out. Yes, we will be returning to here during the night. For better or for worse, we'll find out what lurks in the grounds. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Neo Scavenger, where we're going to be moving back onto this square here, and we're probably going to be leaving our canvas backpack behind for the time being, or just dropping a few of the things on the ground until we are no longer burdened. I mean, okay, it didn't take all that much for us to be able to do that. And that does actually still leave us with a bit of space in case we find anything back in the Fairgrounds. But yeah, I am very tempted to wait until night before we try and go in there and, stir up trouble. Is that a good idea? Well, maybe. We don't have any charges for our goggles yet, but we do have a lot of lighters, so we are going to be able to see what's going on there. We'll just have to remember to come back for a few things after a while. We are going to hide at this stage, and we are just going to end our turn. We've got a deer, and oh, hello. That looked like that might have been a melonhead. Yeah, we can see melonhead tracks back there. And it's not night yet. I don't know if we want to wait an entire turn for night before we try and go in, so let's head back in for now. So we will use this to start to make our way closer, re-entering the Fairgrounds here. That rooster doesn't scare us. In you go. Interesting. I don't think we saw this last time or noted it, that this whole thing looks like it was probably some kind of antiques fair or a flea market at one point that was interrupted. There is the permanent hall. And so I think, before we go into the hall, I wouldn't mind checking out the tents first. I feel like that's maybe going to be a safer option for us. The tent market looks pretty run down. Weather and time have done their work over the years. Most everything looks faded, soiled, and waterlogged. But there is still useful material here, which is odd. Looters are nothing if not thorough, and there's no way that some of this would be left behind for long. Okay, nobody's gonna hurry to carry off this fast food clown head or anything, but why hasn't this place been picked clean? It's a very good question. Ronald. Resolving to stay vigilant. You start to look through the tents. What do we got? Check out the hall. Take the clown head. Salvage some of the tarpaulins from the tents. It's frightening. Take the clown. You know what? Yes, we will take the clown head. Well, I'm gonna take the clown head. We have the clown head. Can we? Amazing. Wearing clown head. Player is wearing a fast food clown head and can't see as well. Okay. I imagine it's pretty intimidating though, right? Does this have a value? It has a value of 2. Yeah. We'll keep it on for now while we are in the Fairgrounds. We can see well enough, can't we? Yes, resolving to stay vigilant, we start looking through the tents. We could get the tarpaulins. I think we'll leave them up for now, and we'll start to make our way on over towards the hall. Okay, the Exhibitor hall looks about as foreboding as it does promising. The same roof that has protected the building's contents all these years also blocks any light from getting in. You might as well be entering a cave. Passing through the doorway, your nose is assailed by the stench of stale perspiration, urine, and rotting teeth. The air feels stagnant, thick. The sounds of the outdoors become muffled, punctuated by the ticking and popping of the metal structure. You can see some of the tables and booths in the ambient light from the doorway, but shadows pull further back towards the walls. Okay, so what have we got? Blankets and rags. Shine a light to see better. We've got a cardboard box. Examine the booth labeled Genuine Indian Artifacts, and then examine further into the shadows. First of all, we are going to be looking for signs of activity. It takes you a little time to determine that the place is occupied. The smells and the litter are obvious signs of that, but the humidity concerns you even more. Something, or likely worse, many things are breathing in here right now. That's not good. That's really not good. Do we want to use a light source in here? Or do we want to continue scavenging around for now? The pile of blankets and rags, I feel like that's probably going to be a person curled up in the corner, so we're not going to do that just yet. Genuine artifacts, that does sound maybe a little bit more interesting. I think we'll use light when we try and go into the shadows, so for now, let's see. Genuine is neither the word you'd choose to describe most of the words in this or wares in this booth, nor the person who wrote the sign. Most are obviously fakes designed to liberate tourists of their burdensome wallets, things like lucky rabbit's feet, miniature resin totem poles, and dream catchers lovingly made by a machine in East Asia. However, as with many sidewalk vendors, the view beneath the table is a bit more interesting. Swaddled in some grimy blue plastic bags, you find evidence that there was something else for sale here. Several loose cords suggest that there may have been jewelry, and there are bits of worn, tanned hides. There's also a heavy, tightly folded square of paper taped shut. As you pry open the folds, a string of copper beads pour into your hand. Though different in shape and obviously more weathered, it's reminiscent of the talisman with which you awoke. Interesting. Copper beads on a string, so it's like the ones that we found on the downed ATN soldier. Okay. The wrapping paper appears to be a photocopy of a museum brochure depicting the same or a very similar string of beads. The brochure has the following text on it. Zabiwing Center, Anishinaabe Tribal Nation, Michigan. It looks like someone was doing a little bit of black marketeering in historic artifacts. Conveniently, the photocopied brochure has driving directions to the Anishinaabe Tribal Nation and the center near Old Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Okay, well I guess that would have that be marked on our map if we hadn't discovered it already. So, examine a large cardboard box, further into the shadows, or shine a light to see better. I mean, oh gosh, all not great options. Let's have a look in the cardboard box to begin with. You notice a large cardboard box peeking out from under some debris and pull it out to get a better look. Inside, under some grimy wadded newspaper, you find a jackpot, an assortment of old tools and other implements. Were they something for sale at one of the booths, or perhaps used to set up the market? In any case, tools. Okay, a monkey wrench. Now, I don't know what's going to be a better weapon. With our strength and our toughness the way it is, having blunt tools are going to be better. I gotta think that the actual purpose-built club is going to be a better tool, but it's still worth something. So we're going to take it, the multi-tool as well. I mean, these are all 100% conditioned tools. We've got some assorted small parts as well, which we probably don't need, but we've stashed them somewhere. Maybe in one of the bottles, because sometimes it seems, yes, we can store them in there. And that does mean that we are burdened. Not a fan of that, but so far this is going well for us. Oh boy, blankets and rags. We could check them out before we go further in. I am concerned about us potentially disturbing someone that is in here though, and I can't imagine we're going to find anything significant in there with the rags. The real question is whether or not we try and use light in here, because so far we're doing okay without it. I think if we hear sound, or if we hear someone actually moving, that's when we'd want to try and use it. So examining further into the shadows. No, you know what? Just out of a sake, or rather a need for extra safety, if there are traps, we would have a better chance to see them using light. So whether or not it activates anything in here, we will be shining a light. Holding the torch above your head, you strain to see the recesses of the hall. Most of the hall is filled with folding tables and booths. Signage advertises vendors and craftspeople from a bygone era, and most of their wares appear to be scattered about, though not taken. An inordinate number of tables seem to be covered or surrounded in blankets though, and that's when you notice one of the blankets moving. A frustrated grunt is uttered from one of the hall corners, and it's immediately followed by a pitched moan. Okay. Oh boy. All around you come the sounds of shuffling and items falling off of tables, barely audible over a rising chorus of moans and shrill screams. It appears that this is some sort of nest of walking, cranky melon heads, and we are in the middle of it. And unfortunately, some of the melon heads have already closed in on you, blocking the door through which we came. Okay. Oh boy. Strong, grab something heavy and clear a path. Climb towards the rafters, or melee, grab something heavy and clear a path. Because strong is a better stat, I feel like it's going to be better. Try and light some blankets on fire. We're going to use our strength here. The bastards might have moved in to block your exit, but that doesn't mean you can't unmove them. Grabbing a wooden drawer from a nearby furniture stall, you rush forwards, using it to shield bash your way through. Any of those little buggers eager enough to try you gets a wood sandwich and a headache for their trouble. When you've reached the door, 3 of the melon heads lie in your wake, cerebral fluid spurting amidst sprays of agony. The rest of the throng is unfazed though, and your draw skills, formidable as they are, won't even these odds. Time to go. Yeah, time to go. We made it out of there. No way. I would have loved to have gone into the shadows, but that doesn't seem like that was going to be it. Yes, we are still wearing the clown head. Let's move back away from there for now. Oh boy. Okay, so we've come away with some pretty significant things. I don't know if we want to keep this thing on or what, but it's going to stay with us for now. Okay, sleeping bag. You are only worth 35. I don't think it's worth us shuffling things around to try and get you to fit. We could take it as a bag and put our club in there for the time being. Is that an option? Or we can turn it into a makeshift bag if we put it in the crafting thing. Right. You know what? Yeah, sure. We will do that. It is now a makeshift sack. We already had a makeshift sack. I hope we can turn it back into a sleeping bag. Let's see if we can do that before we do anything else, because it might not be worth taking otherwise. It doesn't seem like we can turn it back into a sleeping bag. Okay, so that's fine. Now we know. It's just going to stay here for now. And are we going to start to make our way back to the enclave? I'm thinking maybe. Yeah. Well, let's at the very least move across the square here, because there are things here. I mean, yes, we left a fair amount of it behind, but it looked like there was something new, because it usually highlights when there's something that we haven't seen. We are going to unhide, just so that we can start moving around at full speed. The sun is going to set soon, and I'm thinking that because they were all asleep, maybe we don't want to go back there during the night. I'm half tempted to see if we can re-enter the place, but at the same time, I'm also concerned. Well then, okay. They've come after us. It's feeble, it's barefoot, it just has its fists. It's 3 squares away right now. What are we going to do? We can move in and tackle the target, which will knock them to the ground. I think we're just going to fall back a square and see what it does. It goes away. That's fine. We don't necessarily want to fight it. I would like to try and get to some woods. Let's move up towards the city and we'll see what we can do from there. We are probably going to lose light soon though, so that forest down there, that might be where we end up staying. We will scavenge here for now. There are some places that we can check. Unfortunately though, we don't have our crowbar anymore. But hey, it's still looking pretty good for us, and that is a good quality backpack. Damn. So we're probably just going to swap this one out for that then. Oh, we found even more bullets. For our rifle, we can put 5 in at a time. That is very, very nice. And yeah, that's what we're looking at after all of that. Oh, I do wonder, can we put you where the duffel bag is? I don't think we probably can. No, the duffel bag has a different kind of strap, so we can have it over our back like that. We're not going to worry about the rest. But we will scavenge through some of these. I'm happy with that safety, using our strength, but nothing. Oh, and night is here. Okay, well, we know that the forest was down there. I guess it is useful to kind of see where the city blocks are around. Let's do one more little bit of scavenging. Nothing useful. Okay, well, time to start heading back down to those woods. And they're right there. We're close. Oh, and I think something else might have seen us. We're just going to start to search. We're thirsty, but we didn't see anything. We're actually down to our last water now, so we really do need to get back to the enclave. Okay, and our campsite is set up, ready to go, and it's looking bloody nice. Oh, hang on. We got some bullets here, and some, yes, those are things that we had in one of our cans. Don't worry, don't mind me. And we have awoken, thankfully undisturbed throughout the night. And we are good to go, and we are going to be going all the way back to here today. Now, we could collect some water along the way. Honestly, I think just grabbing it from there is going to be the best choice for us. We don't want to spend a load of time carrying water that we can't actually consume just yet. Oh, there's a lot of spoiled meat here. I will be actually checking the squares as we're moving along here, because look at that. We're still finding useful things like cell phone batteries that actually have charge. So we're going to take that charge. Thank you very much. And we're going to put it into this battery here. Now we actually have charge for this thing. Good to know. And we'll probably keep the cell phone batteries because they're going to be useful. The binocs too, if we can find a spot for them. There we go, that works. And let's just eat the blinkies. Carrying on. Oh, now, shopping cart basket. I think it's probably worth us trying to see if we have any way to attach the caster wheels that we've been finding so far. I swear we had 3. We might have one stored in something else. Oh, it's down here. So let's just take some of the wheels, and we're probably going to need some small parts. And one of our multi-tools. No such luck, it seems. And I don't believe we have any recipes specifically that talks about vehicles. Yeah, so right now, with all the skills that we've got and everything else, I don't think that that's going to work out. We'll still take the caster wheels. We'll probably just end up selling them. And look at this. We are nearly back already. We're going to grab some water and then enter the woods. And here we go. Okay. First of all, we're going to sit down for a meal, which is rather nice. And then let's browse that trade post. Got some more meat that we can purchase. And of course, we're going to be selling a lot of our goods here. Well, after selling off pretty much everything that we had there, we're looking great. 3,200, Philip. I think we're going to have to make a trip back to the DMC before too long to have a look at those augmentations that we can do. And of course, yes, there is the nano-robotic medical kit that we've got down here. We are going to sell that, which is putting us at nearly 4,000. I think it's going to be worth us picking up some more of the cured meat, and we'll try and top off our hunger by eating the stuff that's here. Then of course, water, we are going to need to sterilize our own, but we don't have to worry about doing that right yet. We will be leaving the village for now. It's still morning, so we could head up straight towards Camp Grayling right now, or we could try and see if we can get some modifications before we try and do that. Honestly, I think that's going to be the safest option for us. And we're also going to be able to go through this big unknown area on our way down to the DMC, which right now I think is going to be our best course. So, time to leg it. And of course, we will be scavenging in the good places that we can find as we go along. That's more bullets. That is more bullets. Our rifle is starting to look very tempting. We have yet another city to look at here. And in total, well, we came away with some chips and some crackers. Let's just go and munch on the chips here, which is going to make us thirstier. There's some Kona Cola that we can look at selling. And yes, we will definitely be stopping to purify our water this evening. And hey, look at that. It's already starting to get a little dark. We will go through this location first, though. Okay, and well, we've found many, many sleeping bags. Another multi-tool. Another digital water tester, some more tarps for us, and a decent crock to sell. We'll take that boot as well. Now I'd still like to try and make it down towards that town before the evening proper. And we've even got another cabin in the woods to check. And what have we here? A UVD, another one over here as well. We have no idea what it does. Well, JT's smooth, so it's probably just some music. Some words about the Super Soldier program, and nothing else but, well, trash. And saying that, the assorted parts are still worth 5, so we'll hold on to them. gather up some of the others. Well, with that sun getting much lower, we'll probably be staying on this square here if I had to take a guess. And we've got another multi-tool. Lovely. Well, let's start to use the forest here because we want to try and get a fire going before the evening settles in, because we want to, well, work on all of our water because we are parched now. And there's more water close by, so we could try and get a decent amount of that going. And we'll drink up what we've done so far and collect some more. And the evening is here. We'll finish off what sterilization we can and then put together our little campsite. And I think for safety's sake, we'll probably have a look at extinguishing that fire before we sleep. There we go. And falling asleep, it seems like we're having a nice easy night. Yeah. Okay, continuing on into the darkness. Oh, and we've stepped right into someone or something. Search the area here. Continue searching. It's changed to rain. Oh, hello. And there's actually a sleeping bag here. That blue frog, they were staying here. Okay, well, let's move maybe with a little bit more caution. Because they have a rifle. Yeah, and they seem to be following us. Our clean rags have fallen apart, which means that have we healed? We have. Let's just leave that behind and we'll keep on moving. Trying to stay away from the hills for now because it's going to take us longer to move along them. That's broken line of sight. I think we are clear at this stage and we're just going to keep on moving to get a little bit more distance between us and them. We are forever getting closer to the DMC though. And it looks like we've cleared a fair amount of the dark, the unexplored area there, and it's going to be a relatively straight shot. I think we probably will still scavenge along the way because, heck, it's going to be worth it. This is all potentially good stuff. Okay, and having a look at everything that we found, there's a considerable amount of stuff here. And there's a flashlight that actually has batteries in it, a few newspapers that don't have anything new for us, a water tester that, again, also has batteries, some painkillers, decent condition shoe, and some clothing that's really not that bad. So we'll be taking that along. Actually, you know what? Those khakis are worth a little bit more. Yep, that's what we're looking like for now. We're going to have a little bit of a break to eat some of our food, drink some of our water, and then continue down to this little town here. Nothing all that useful found there, and a lot of it is in not great condition. And that sun is starting to get lower. We'll push on as far as we can across the plains. But I think it's likely that we're going to be spending yet another night out here. In saying that, we could try and use the torch at night, see if that allows us to move a little bit further. We'll have a think about that when we get to that point of darkness. Oh, yep, here it is. Okay, so, we would also probably need to try and find a way to put that club away, because just turning this on in here doesn't really help. Oh, player, you can see again. Will that actually help us move further at night? We've got 4 movement. Yeah, no, it goes pretty much right away. We do have a forest over here though, so I think we're just gonna have to set up camp. Oh, I was gonna say we'll turn you off, but you're already off. And time to sleep. Oh, stranger woke up the player while stealing a white pill. Let's search the area. They're gone. But that's all that seems to be missing right now. We'll drink, we'll have something to eat, then we'll go back to sleep. The sounds of the morning are here, and no sign of anyone. Oh, but that changed. We've got a stranger over here. Well, hello, stranger. I'm imagining you're the one that stole the pill from us, but you also didn't choose to kill us in our sleep. So, we'll let you live. Good trade, I say. Time to move, Philip. Oh, looks like we are a little surrounded. We'll go another way. And we are close now. As our thirst is starting to take over, we can see our salvation. Let's keep on moving. We're nearly back at the market. It feels like it's been forever since we have been here. Well, the market's actually looking pretty average in terms of what they're selling. But oh boy, do we have a lot to sell. Well, look at that. 4,000. Very nice. Alright, well, we're going to move on. Make our way up towards the Last Chance Canteen before we head into the mega city itself to have a look and see what augmentations we might be able to look at. And of course, there's a strong chance that there's all kinds of people around here that we are going to want to try and search from, the remains that is. First of all though, I want to try and see how much charge we can store in this laptop. We can store a lot of charge in this laptop battery. There is really no point in us using any other power source. That is impressive. Yep, that's completely full now. Okay, alright, so the battery that we had in here, we're going to empty that out, and then we'll put some more charge in there. Oh, we have to empty it out. There we go. That's better. 20. So, got a good charge for that. We will put that back in there. And then, of course, we have the other cell phone batteries in here now. We will also charge them up, because surely selling them while they're charged, it's going to be worth more. Just put them back in the pill bottle. I don't think we're going to need that much more charge than this laptop battery here. That's a significant amount. But anyway, canteen. Let's see. Now, non-veg stew. It's only $4. I think it could hydrate us a little bit as well. We are going to give it a go. And it's decent. Despite your inquiries, you failed to learn anything more about the non-committal stew. The flavor is just as perplexing as the name. Better than dirty socks boiled in MSG, but only just. We'll go for one more helping of that, and we're feeling better. Let's leave. We'll head over to the junk market one last time before we head back in to see if we can sell off the batteries that we had in here. Or really, it's just to see how much they are going to be worth. And it looks like it's $1 no matter what. I feel like they're more valuable to us as an emergency power source, so I'm gonna keep them. Oh, and we do also need to charge our flashlight. Right. I will attempt to remember to do that. Well, we are really going in looking interesting with our Ronald McDonald helmet face thing on. We're going to be going to the health clinic, and we are going to be heading upstairs to the augmentation area to see what they have on offer. So, eye augmentation, eye replacements is 5,600. We've got the night vision, and then the telescopic upgrade is 200 on top of that. So in total, we would probably we'd need a considerable amount, over 6,000, which we can do that for sure. I just don't think it's going to be worth it. Interesting. The broad-based nanorobotic suspension treatment is only 363 here. The full set that we had was, better than that. Maybe we, just for the, peace of mind, let's do that. I mean, it couldn't hurt us, right? The patient will receive a nanorobotic suspension dosage intravenously, which combats several known illnesses, poisons, and bolsters the body's immune system and natural healing rate. Just in general, that sounds like that would be good with us heading back out there. Though one of the simpler processes offered by the clinic, it remains one of the most requested and takes place in a larger room with many other patients receiving the same service. You're sat in a chair, similar to those used in blood donations, and an IV is inserted into your arm. The suspension takes a while to be absorbed. Once done, technicians verify that your body has begun processing it, and the nanorobots are active. Satisfied, the technician directs you to an attendant, who then processes the order. Okay, well, it sounds like it went well enough. We are going to leave the clinic now, I think, and we're going to hold on to those credits. Let's head back out the gate. It is later in the day. There's no point in us setting off today yet. So we're going to go to the parkade. We're going to sleep, and in the morning we're going to plan out our journey and, of course, see if there's anything else juicy in that junk market. Oh yes, and having a look at this, used the nanorobot kit, and also our immune system has been boosted. Very nice. Now, back in the parkade, we could go for like a hatchback. That'd be nice. I know it's a little bit of extra cash, but sure, for the quality of rest that we're after, I think that's going to be nice. And I think we'll even go to sleep a little earlier. Climate control. Okay, how nice. All right, and we have woken up, no doubt, a little early, taking our sleeping bag back. We're going to make sure that we get our flashlight batteries charged up before we leave here. But first of all, junk market. They haven't restocked yet. Well, we'll be hanging around a little longer then, I think. Oh, and the thing with these AA batteries is that they do stack together, so we need to make sure that we separate them so that we can actually get the proper charge across all of them. There they go. They're all charged up. and we'll put it back into our light. You know what? While we're at the canteen, we'll have some more stew, and we'll just kind of hang around the junk market until it, restocks. Nice. It's all restocked. So we have some pistol rounds, a cheap memory stick, some cell phones, the refills for the medical kit, and yeah, that's kind of about it. I don't think we want to purchase any more ammunition. I think that's all that we need to know. And we are good to go. And we're exactly, well, up towards Camp Grayling, which is going to mean doing that trek that we did. We will be heading back in the direction of the enclave, restocking there before we make it to Grayling. So we are going to be scavenging along the way back up towards the enclave, and I'm going to be moving through relatively quickly here, just as soon as dawn hits. Let's make our way up to the edge of the town there. And I'm assuming that there's probably guards around here. Oh my god, it's a dogman. Oh no, you're kidding me. That's not what I was expecting. I was just searching, and it's here. There's a freaking dogman. Like, this is just a square off of the town. We're gonna try and lure it. And we get it. Oh boy, but we are coughing blood. It managed to get an attack on us. Oh crap. Dogman tore open player's chest with a claw. It is stunned and unable to move for a moment. But we're starting to feel pain, and we're coughing up blood there. We're stunned, we're vulnerable, we're bleeding. There's lots of things that are going bad, that are going wrong here for us. However, it has fallen right now, and we need to take advantage for that. We need to push that advantage. We're bleeding, they're bleeding. Okay, melee attack it while it's down. Crippled its right leg, it's unable to run, it's fallen, it's bleeding, it's trying to get to us. We're going to create an obstacle here and see if that helps. It did. We can create another obstacle here. Player knocks some debris towards the dogman. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing again, because I'm hoping it's going to keep us a little bit further away. It's still fallen. We're going to move in, we're going to strike it. It's bleeding still, but it has managed to get back up. So that's where things are dangerous. I think we strike again. We miss. It advanced towards us. We can't afford that. Headbutt the target, chance to injure it and knock them down. I think we have to try it. Headbutt the dogman. It gets us. Attacking our lower left arm. The dogman needs a moment before acting again, so the headbutt did kind of work. Intimidate. Explode with unbridled rage. I don't think it's going to help us right now, but a leg trip might. We are both bleeding. We trip them to the ground. We strike. Hot damn. Okay, jumping into medical. That's significant. A severe cut, bleeding, severe pain. Okay, so we are going to take this out. We're going to clean that wound. We're going to clean this one as well. Oh boy, what a night, what a night. We are going to take out some clean rags, and we're going to see to getting those bandaged up. The severe cut, we might have to go back into the city to deal with that. Bleeding, blind, we're actually not in too much pain, all things considered, but we are coughing blood, so we've taken some internal damage at the same time, and we're still just straight up bleeding. Okay, we got a full dogman corpse here now. We're going to process it. That's going to give us everything we need, and the dogman fur coat. Yes, please. The coat is going on. We got that look back. And the meat, we're going to be taking all of that. All the small stuff as well. We've got an entire dogman in our inventory in meat now. Okay, back towards the market. Oh no, we've been seen by something again. We couldn't move away in time. Search the area or just a blind retreat. Honestly, a blind retreat right now. Fleeing in a random direction, it's the same thing again. Oh, it's another dogman. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. We're vulnerable right now. It is also vulnerable. We need to get out of here. Let's try and get further away. Desperate retreat. That did not work. Create an obstacle. We need to get something between us and them. Okay, we managed. And we can exploit a weakness. It's not here yet. We might have to kill another dogman this night. Exploit a weakness. It is right here, but that could do it for us. We're just going to go with a single attack. And how did it go? Dogman attacks the player, barely affects the player's armor with a claw, and then we pounded it with our war club. The dogman is stunned and unable to move for a moment. If it's stunned, we are going to intimidate next, and get ready. We're in a berserk rage now. Leg trip, get it on the ground. We managed to get it before it actually attacks us. Good. Now we attack. We strike it while it is down. We demolished its left arm, which is now crippled. It's stunned and unable to move. It's still stunned. We strike it again, now hitting its left leg. I can't believe we're doing this. Philip, you mad lad. Strike it. It's still stunned. It's unable to take any moves right now. We just keep on hitting. He did it. 2 dogmen in a row. What the hell? Okay, right. We can come back for that. We have to wait a turn though. Okay, time to move. We're back in the light of the city. Where the hell are the DMC guards? Let's just keep on going, get to the junk market here. Alright. Sell the meat. Sell the meat while it's still good, while it's still fresh. Hot damn. Okay, also checking the condition of everything. We're going to be selling that coat. Oh boy, Philip. Oh my gosh. Wild. Absolutely wild. We're not bleeding anymore. We are still coughing up blood. We're in pain, but it's not unbearable. We're going to go back, and we're going to get some things. We could just sell this backpack for now, like just leaving it on the square and then pick it back up afterwards. It's 36. That's fine. It's going to be safe here, because we want to carry back... Oh no, we want to carry the meat, don't we? Yeah. Hang on, we can put that in here, can't we? Yeah, well, let's leave it in our hand for now, because we're going to want to carry the coat of the one that we kill. And it's daytime. It's daytime, and hello. Hi, where were you last night, I think we're going to want to check all of these squares as well, because I think there's a chance that we could always find other bodies on them. Yeah. But it was kind of up and in this direction that we want to go. I think it's probably in the forest that we had that fight. Let's see. No, not here. Not here either. Interesting. Was it? We know it's definitely around here somewhere. Not on the square either. Okay. Actually, was it in the town? It wasn't that far away. Okay, I am turned around here. I think it's gone. I don't think it's still around. And even if the corpse I think was terrible condition, it would degrade and we'd see it. I'm certain they were up around here, that we were not that far away. But we're not seeing anything on the squares around here that would indicate to us that it's here. What else have we got around here? Just a stranger. A stranger who could have maybe took. It's possible. We're going to move around a little bit more. Yeah, it was not that far away. We took a step off and that was it. Damn, I think it's gone. Well, crap. I want to be absolutely certain, so I'm going to do a proper survey of the area around here. But yeah, it's not looking good for us, folks. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's on the hill. I swear that I checked here. The condition is only 6.2%. We're still gonna maybe get a okay coat out of this, but that corpse is nearly completely gone. We did a number on it. Okay, let's have a look at that. So, coat, yeah, it's in bad condition. The meat's not really even worth much at all. That's, not great. I mean, hey, the coat can fit in there. We'll take it. Like, this stuff is probably gonna degrade, but we'll sell it. All right, lad, let's get moving. Unfortunately, a day wasted, but we survived. We survived against 2 dogmen in a row. I feel like that's still an achievement worth noting. And hey, we're still getting something out of selling these. I mean, like mostly 4 cents, 50 cents for the other. They wouldn't last long enough for us to actually even cook them. Well, Philip, you're tired and no doubt frustrated after that. And oh yeah, we can see that he has lost blood, but medically, the wound is looking okay. It's a minor cut now, so I don't think we're gonna see any further bleeding. But yeah, what a time. So, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode and Philip's wild night, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. In the next episode, we're going to be heading back up towards the enclave and then onwards to Camp Grayling. So, please do join me then. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.